all hear us?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Gopika, can you please make just Prabhu's name, that one also co-host, please?
Mataji, I have done that.
Oh, you've done that. Okay, sorry about that.
So day 5 is what we are discussing today, and today's topic is can tigers embrace deer? Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Okay, so here we go. So before we start our session today, we'd like to announce and congratulate the participants for the quiz session from the previous session. We'd like to congratulate Hari Prasad Prabhu, Amrita Radhika, Janeshwar Gauranga Prabhu, and Barshana Chitra Mataji, and Mitanjali Pradhan Mataji. Thank you all so much for participating in the quiz session from previous sessions, from day 4.
So today we will continue discussing on how Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu starts his journey towards Vrindavan. What is the mood of entering Vrindavan? And then we'll experience a most enchanting and out of this world phenomena on our way to Vrindavan. In the forest of Jharkhand, we'll witness tigers embracing deers. How is that possible? All of this will be discussed today.
Rivo. The Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita in the Madhya Leela, it describes, we heard how till now we've been hearing how Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he came back to Jagannath Puri and he, participated in the Gundicha Marjana and the cleaning of the temple for Lord Jagannath. And then he participated in the Rath Yatra. The Rath Yatra was so wonderful that all the devotees from Bengal had come, Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, everyone had come, and they had a very, very blissful Sri Rath Yatra. Now, after the Rath Yatra, in the year 1515, immediately after Rath Yatra, it is explained in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says that Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu decided to go to Vrindavan, firmly resolved to go to Vrindavan right after Kartik. Right after Rath Yatra.
And in a very solitary place, he consulted with Srila Ramananda Rai and Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami. And the Lord requested both of them who were to help him to go to Vrindavan, because they are none other than Sri Lalita and Sri Vishakha Devi, incarnations, and Lalita and Vishakha Devi themselves. And so Krishna, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, said, I will leave in the morning and go incognito, taking the road through the forests. And remember, I'll go alone I shall not take anyone with me. Please, I want to get your permission. Give me your permission. And please give me permission, not sadly, but happily, with great pleasure. Please don't be unhappy. If you are unhappily giving me permission, I will not go. If you are happy, then I will be happy on my way to Vrindavan. So listening to Mahaprabhu's this earnest desire, both Swarup Damodar Goswami and Srila Ramananda Rai told the Lord, my dear Lord, please, you are going, but we request that please take one nice Brahmana with you. He will collect alms for you, cook for you, give you prasadam, carry your water pot while traveling. When you go through the jungle, there will be no Brahmana available from whom you can accept lunch. So please give permission for at least one pure Brahmana to accompany you.
And Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu then immediately responded that, okay, but I will not choose to take some of, I will not take any of my associates with me because, who have been my close associates till today, because if I take someone who is, if I choose anyone, then the others will become very unhappy. So at this point, we can see how Lord Chaitanya was so concerned that if he takes one, the others should not feel bad. This is the mercy of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, that how kind Lord Chaitanya is. The Lord Gauranga, he is saying that I will not choose a person, you choose whoever it is, but it should not be directly one of my associates who has been close to me, because others will feel bad. It should be a new person, and he must have a peaceful mind, the Lord said. If you can arrange for such a man, I'll definitely take him with me.
He said, okay. Swarup Damodar Goswami said, here is Balabhadra Bhattacharya. He has great love for you. He's a very honest, learned scholar, and he's advanced in spiritual consciousness. So the night before Lord Chaitanya left for Vrindavan, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited Lord Jagannath and took his permission as well. Now let's understand what we can learn from Lord Chaitanya on how to enter Sri Vrajadham and what should be our mood, what should be our consciousness. The answer for this is given by Supreme Lord Sri Krishna himself in his manifestation as Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself taking the mood of Srimati Radharani herself. Lord Gauranga, he did not just go to Vrindavan, but rather taught all of us from his own example that we must first take blessings from of Sri Mayapur Dham, Sri Navadvip Dham, Sri Jagannath Puri Dham, and then after taking blessings of the devotees and the spiritual master, then we must enter Sri Vrindavan Dham. So it is said that before we do Vraja Mandal Parikrama, it's good that if we can do Navadvip Mandal Parikrama. It's a 7-day parikrama to all the holy places of Sri Navadvip Dham, of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. And we can take blessings from the Dham, from Sri Navadvip Dham, and the devotees to enter into Sri Vrajamandal Parikrama.
So Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he explains that in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, he explains that Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mind, while Gauranga Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mind was absorbed in ecstatic love at Jagannath Puri. But when Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu passed along the road and about to reach Vrindavan, that love increased 100 times. And it continues. It is said that the Lord's ecstatic love increased 1,000 times when he visited Mathura. And finally it increased 100,000 times when Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu was wandering in the forests of Vrindavan, in each and every street of Vrindavan, renovating and seeing Radha Kund, taking bath in Radha Kund, and seeing all these pastime places. Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, while bathing in the Yamuna, he was just, his love for Krishna was just increasing in multitudes and multitudes. So therefore, our Acharyas explained that the mood that is manifested by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that we must try to follow, is that of enthusiasm and eagerness. So these two qualities are very, very essential for us to enter Sri Vrajadham. That is the mood of enthusiasm and eagerness.
So early in the morning before sunrise, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu departed from Jagannath Puri along with the humble Brahmana Balabhadra Bhattacharya in year 1515, right after Rath Yatra. And they started for the town of Cuttack, north of Kataka. And the Lord then, he penetrated a dense forest called the Jharkhand forest. And when the Lord passed through the jungle, in great ecstasy, there were packs of tigers and elephants and rhinoceros and boars. All of them came and the Lord passed right through them. Balabhadra Bhattacharya, he was very afraid seeing them. But by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's influence, all the animals stood to one side.
As you can see here in the picture, Balabhadra Bhattacharya is very scared, but he is literally raising his arms in surrender to Lord Chaitanya. And we can see that the animals are actually standing on the side, letting Lord Chaitanya and Balabhadra Bhattacharya to pass by.
By Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's influence, all animals stood to one side. But one day, a tiger was lying on the path. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as we can see here, was walking along the path in such ecstatic love, and his lotus feet touched this tiger who was sitting there. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, chant the holy name of Krishna. And the tiger immediately got up and began to dance and chant, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Another day, while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was bathing in a river, a herd of maddened elephants, they came there to drink water. And as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was bathing and whispering the Gayatri mantra, the elephants, these mad elephants, they came before him. And there is no animal more dangerous in the forest than a mad elephant. A normal elephant is docile. A mad elephant is more dangerous than a tiger or a lion. And this pack of mad elephants, they splashed some water, and Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu splashed some water on the elephants and asked them, chant the name of Krishna. And these elephants, mad elephants, whose bodies were touched by the water splashed by Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, began to chant, oh, Krishna, Krishna. And in ecstasy, they started singing and dancing. And some of the elephants, they fell to the ground. Some screamed in ecstasy. And seeing this, Balabhadra Bhattacharya was completely astonished. As we can see, all the animals are dancing and hugging each other and chanting. And Balabhadra Bhattacharya,
he's actually catching his head like this. What is happening in front of my eyes? What am I seeing? This is the condition of Sri Balabhadra Bhattacharya.
Sometimes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted very loudly while passing through the jungle. And hearing his sweet voice, all the does, the deer and the does, they came near him. And hearing the great vibration from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the does followed him left and right, while reciting a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, which the gopis spoke of Vrindavan with great curiosity. And Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu patted them and said, blessed are all these deer, because they have approached Maharaj Nanda's son, who is gorgeously dressed and is playing on his flute. Indeed, both the does and the bucks worship the Lord with looks of love and affection.
This particular verse is explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that it was spoken by the gopis of Vrindavan in Srimad Bhagavatam in 10th canto, 21st chapter, 11th verse.
This is a very, very sweet verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, where it says, Dhanyasma mudhagatayopi haranya eta yanandanandanamupata vichitra vesham akarnya venuranitam saha Krishna saraha pujam dadhur virachitam pranayavalokai.
Haribo.
And as we said here, he talks about the does, which are Saha Krishna Hartis, which means accompanied by the black deer and their husbands. Saha Krishna Saraha. So these does, the female black deer, they came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Haribo. So, reciting in this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, while he was passing through the jungle, all the tigers, the 5 tigers, they were joined by the deer. Even the tigers, they all started following Lord Chaitanya. And seeing the tiger and the deer following Lord Chaitanya, Gauranga Mahaprabhu immediately remembered the land of Vrindavan. Now, all of this that we are speaking is directly spoken by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, explained by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, that what was happening when Lord Chaitanya was passing through the forest of Jharkhand. So, seeing this, that all the animals were following the Lord, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu again, he remembered another verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is in the 10th canto in chapter 13, text 60, describing the transcendental quality of Sri Vrindavan Dham. What is that verse?
Vrindavan is the transcendental abode of the Lord. There is no hunger, anger, or thirst there. Although naturally inimical, human beings and fierce animals live together there in transcendental friendship. And when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, chant Krishna, Krishna, the tigers and deer, they began to chant Krishna and they started dancing. And when all the tigers and does, they danced and jumped, again Balabhadra Bhattacharya was struck with wonders. In fact, the tigers and deers, they were embracing one another and touching the mouths, and they began to kiss. And when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw all this fun, he began to smile. He left the animals and he continued on his way. This is the effect of Krishna Prema when it is uncovered from a living entity's heart, from the soul's heart, be it the soul of a lion, be it the soul of a deer. We are all brothers and sisters as souls in loving relationship through our eternal Father, Krishna. So when the deers and the does and the tigers, they realized their constitutional position as the soul, as part and parcel of Krishna, that holy name of Krishna uncovered that love, and they started embracing each other. They forgot their bodily propensities. They went above the propensities, the bodily propensities, became transcendental. If this can happen with a deer and elephant, then if we, in this human form of life, if we work hard to please Krishna, perform our sadhana nicely, then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy will revive our hidden love for Krishna.
And then we will forget all our so-called enmity that we have towards each other. I mean, look at this picture where a tiger is embracing the deer. The tiger is literally embracing the deer. They are supposed to be, the tiger is supposed to eat the deer. That's food that he is embracing. That's his livelihood. But here the tiger is embracing the deer. They're, as Prabhu mentioned, they're going against their propensity, their mundane propensity, and acting completely on the spiritual platform, on the platform of being a soul. So when we are also able to serve Krishna, base our life, make our lives revolve around Krishna, then even we will be able to give up our so-called enmity, that we hold grudges, we hold negativities towards any other person. We will be able to give up that and embrace them truly from our heart. And that is the reason why Srila Prabhupada, he actually called this Hare Krishna movement, Srila Prabhupada said, this is actually the United Nations of the spiritual world. Because over here we will find there are people from so many different walks of life, so many different cultural backgrounds. They are actually sitting with each other, taking prasads together, they're dancing together in kirtan and just serving Krishna together. This is the glory. One time, Srila Niranjan Maharaj, he was giving a very beautiful pastime. Whenever I listen to, this Lord Chaitanya in the Jharkhand forest, I always get remembered of this pastime. Srila Niranjan Maharaj, he was, speaking in a lecture, he said one time that when in the early days when they were preaching in the Soviet Union, which is now Russia, at that time, Niranjan Maharaj would have these huge, like pandal programs. They would have big, huge tents, and there were thousands upon thousands of people who would be gathered there. And then one time, Niranjan Maharaj was leading a very ecstatic kirtan, and everyone was chanting and dancing. The entire, thousands of people, they were just chanting, dancing. The entire tent was filled with so much vibration. So then one devotee actually came near Niranjan Maharaj and whispered him near his ears, and he told Maharaj, do you see those people in the background? They are dressed as devotees, but they're actually not devotees. You know who they are? They are KGB agents. They have come here to spy on us, whether what we are doing, whether it's okay or not, whether we are doing anything conspiracy or not. So those are actually KGB agents, and they're dressed as devotees and they're dancing. So Maharaj started laughing, and Srila Radhanath Swami Guru Maharaj was there in that same lecture. And Srila Radhanath Maharaj immediately, when Niranjan Maharaj said this, Srila Radhanath Maharaj took the microphone and he said, very seriously, he said, Lord Chaitanya made the tigers and the elephants and the deers dance in ecstasy, and you made the KGB agents dance in ecstasy. So this is something so amazing. This is the mercy of the holy name given to us by Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, that it can surpass the bodily concept of life. So this is the greatest teaching, the learning that we can take with us, that let us give up our petty grudges, petty, negativeness that we hold against each other, and truly let us try to behave with each other on the platform and interact with each other on the platform of being an eternal soul, part and parcel of Krishna. So this is the teaching that we can take back from the Jharkhand forest, Lord Chaitanya making the tigers and elephants dance. So various birds, Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains that various birds, including the peacocks, we can see there's a peacock there also here in this picture, that Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, They were following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They were dancing around Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and they were chanting, and they were all maddened by the holy name of Krishna. And when the Lord loudly chanted Hari Bol, the trees and creepers also became jubilant to hear the divine voice of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu.
So all the living entities in this forest of Jharkhand, some who were moving, some were still, they became maddened by hearing the holy name of Lord Krishna that was vibrated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The holy names, when we hear from pure souls, then there is a special effect of their love, of their calling of the holy names with love. And in all the villages through which Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed, all the places he rested on his journey, everyone was purified and awakened to ecstatic love of God. And when anyone heard the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra from the mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and someone else heard this chanting from that second person, and someone again heard this chanting from the third person, everyone became a Vaishnava through this process of disciplic succession. And so everyone chanted the holy name of Krishna and Hari, and they danced and cried and smiled. All of this happened while he was on his way from Jagannath Puri to Sri Vrindavan Dham. And then, whenever the Lord had a chance to visit a village, Balabhadra Bhattacharya would then beg alms and acquire some rice, some vegetables. If there were no village, Balabhadra would cook whatever rice remained and collect some spinach from the forest for Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu to eat. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then embraced Balabhadra Bhattacharya and told him, "It is only by your kindness that I am now so happy." Balabhadra Bhattacharya, he was very humbled. "Oh, my dear Lord, you are Krishna himself. Therefore, you are so merciful. I'm just a very fallen living entity. But you have bestowed this great favor upon me. I'm most fallen. Yet you have brought me with you. Showing this great mercy, you have accepted the food that's prepared by me." Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased by this humble behavior of Balabhadra Bhattacharya. This is how we learn that if we are grateful for any service that we are given, then Krishna is pleased. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very pleased when we express our gratitude to the deities, to the Lord, to the devotees.
So after Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu passed through this jungle of Jharkhand, and passing through various other towns and villages, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu finally reached Varanasi, and he took his bath at the Manikarnika Ghat at Varanasi. Here at Varanasi, Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu actually met two of his very dear friends and associates, Tapan Mishra and Chandrasekhar. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu stayed at the home of Tapan Mishra for 10 days in Varanasi.
So the theme of this year's Kartik sessions is Gauri has revealed Sri Vrajadham, and in our subsequent sessions we will see how Lord Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu is laying the foundation for this. What did Lord Gauranga do while his stay in Varanasi for 10 days? How did Lord Gauranga transform the hearts of the residents of Varanasi? All of this and much, much more will be discussed. So please stay tuned.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So today we will just sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Damodar Ashtakam. Okay. So we will sing the Damodar Ashtakam today in honor of Sri Damodar month. Yesterday was also the appearance of Radha Kund, Sri Bahulashtami. So in honor of Sri Kartik month, we will recite the Damodar Ashtakam.
Namaskaram Sarve Anandarupam Lasat Kundalamba Ledrajamanam Yashodabhiyodurka Nadhavamanam Param Krishna Bhatyantam Sodhutya Dunya
Yudanta Mohanetra Yugmam Rijantam Param Puja Yugnena Satankanetram Muhushwasakam Madri Rekankakanta Sitagraivam Damodaram Bhaktibadham
Iti Driksvalilabhi Ananda Kunde Svaghosham Nimajantam Akhyapayantam Tadiyeshitadyeshu Bhaktajitatvam Punaprimatastam Satapriti Bande
Varam Deva Moksham Na Mokshavadim Va Nachanyam Vrineham Va Reshadapiha Idam Deva Puranatha Gopalabanam Sada me manasyavi rastam kimanyai
Idam te mukham bhojam Atyantalilai Vritam kundalai snigdha Raktaischa gundya Muhushchumbitam bimba Raktadharam me Manasya virastam Halam lakshalabhai
Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabha Dukha Jalabhimagnam Kripa Drishti Grishyati Dinam Gatano Grihanisha Mamakya Edhyakshi Drishyai
Kuveratmajam Bhatha Mukyaiva Yatva Svayamujitau Bhakti Bhajamritam Cha Tatha Prema Bhakti Swam Viprayacha Namo Shegraho Vikti Damodare Ha
Namaste Sudamne Pujaditi Dhamne Svadiyo Darayatam Vishwasya Dhamne Namo Radhikayai Tva Diya Priyayai Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam
Jaya Damodara Jaya Makanchara Jaya Damodara Jaya Makanchara
Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Gurudeva Jaya, Gurudeva Jaya, Gurudeva Jaya, Gurudeva. Shri Damodar Ashtakam ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Damodar Ji ki jai. So before we open up the line, here are the quiz questions for today.
First, who is Srila Swarup Damodar Das, Goswami, and Ramananda Rai in Vraja Leela?
Second, who accompanied Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu to travel with him to Vrindavan?
Third, why did Mahaprabhu not accompany close associates to travel along with him?
Haribo. Fourth, name the forest through which Mahaprabhu passed to reach Vrindavan.
Mention two important aspects one should consider while entering into Sri Vrajadham.
And sixth is name the personality who met name the personality met by Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu at Varanasi. Thank you very much, Hari Prasad Prabhu, for these fantastic quiz questions. Now we can open up the lines for any questions, comments, realizations, reflections. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Prabhupada. Nice narration, beautiful pastime. And I like the picture you have in the beginning, surprise at the hugging of the animals together. That was beautiful. And also your sound and lecture, everything was beautiful. Very nice, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
I wish the animals, they realize their transcendental position and hugged each other. I wish the humans can do as fast as they do. So, of course, that is the hardest part because of our pride, I guess. So, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So wonderful to hear from you. Thank you so much, Mataji and Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Prabhuji. Dandan Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai Shri Guru and Gauranga. Such a wonderful, one more wonderful pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. How important it's when we enter to Shri Vrajadham, and we need eagerness and we need enthusiasm to go to enter in the Vrindavan Dham. So wonderful lesson and very nice lesson, Prabhuji and Mati. Thank you so much for your association. Dandan Pranam. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Prabhuji Dandal Pranam, Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Thank you again for your association. We are very fortunate to have your association 2 times, and that was so nice and also very wonderful class. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. One thing we missed to offer you was your little gift. We will just send that over to you on WhatsApp. So please forgive us at the end of the...
No problem. No problem. Thank you so much. I mean, you just giving your association is more than enough.
It's our fortune to have your association back to back today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you so much, Mataji Prabhuji, for a wonderful session. As Krishna Charan Prabhu said, right, the peak you both place your hand like this and then you're ashtanasing, right? It's really very wonderful. Good idea, that one, because on seeing that, oh my God, how is it possible? Everyone will think, right? So that insists on our mind. And beautifully you depicted the narration, how Mahaprabhu is traveling from Puri to that reach Varanasi, Manikarnika Ghat, right? Seriously, it is impossible, right? When it's lovely food, I mean, tiger want to eat his food, but due to the chanting of holy name, everything has been changed. And beautifully, both of you depicted like we need to remove our grudges and negativity on others, right? What I observed now, Prabhuji, when we are in Dham, right? I mean, in Ishkan, Chennai, also when we go to temple, na, we are very good. The moment we step out of that temple, right? When we go to office, right? Again it is shooting up because he's doing nonsense to me. That is complaining nature is coming inside of the heart, but I won't say others. But that coming in our heart, I don't know how to control that, because they are doing, even I can understand it, they are ignorant, they may do like that, but still I'll try to teach lesson in my email words, not call. I want to control that, Prabhuji, because let them do whatever they want, but we need to focus on Krishna, right? I should not have grudges on them and negativity on them. Seriously, to be honest, in my teammate, I won't talk one person. He's very, very attitude, too much attitude. He's reporting to me, but very, very, very bad attitude he has. So I stopped talking. But whenever he need help, I'll help him. I'll guide him. But whenever he's doing wrong, I'll chastise him in the email, not over the call. Is it right, Prabhuji, whether I'm doing right or not? Just guide me, please. How to control that one? I should not see, because I should see everyone as Krishna's part and parcel, right? Like Mahaprabhu said, right? Krishna, 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 Pahima, right? I'm not able to do that when I come out of the temple. Please help me
You're
on
very
that.
fortunate. Actually, Prabhuji, you're very fortunate that you're at least not doing that in the temple. There are many of us who are probably doing that even with devotees, grudges against devotees. How could he say that to me? How could she do that to me? So.
But at the same time, even Arjuna was very devotional, but he had to fight the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, you can't, if you have to fight, you have to be angry. When he is using his bow and arrows, he's angry. You can't be like, oh, so loving to you. And then you can't fight like that. You have but even though he was displaying that anger, he was using that anger in the service of Krishna. And because his purpose of that fight was to please Krishna ultimately. So he has to do what he has in the battlefield.
Yeah.
But what was the motivating factor for why he was doing what he was doing? Why was he fighting? Earlier, he used to fight for greed, for revenge, for pride, for arrogance. But now he is fighting for pleasing Krishna, for love of Krishna. His motivation is love. His motivation is not greed. His motivation is not pride or arrogance. His motivation is not vengeance. His motivation is pure love for Krishna. So in the real world, we may have to fight and do externally things that we have to do to get things done. Sometimes we have to engage with some of our colleagues and our juniors or superiors in certain ways. It's not about what we do at that time. It's about why we are doing. What is the motivation for? Is the motivation because is anger, pride, greed, envy, vengeance? Is it out of envy we are doing things, or are we doing out of love? A devotee, he may do the same activity, but his purpose is ultimately the result of this work will be the money which I will offer to Krishna. So let me offer the best result to Krishna, and let me offer it in the best consciousness, not just the result, but while I'm doing that activity, pray to Krishna often during your work and say, Krishna, I have no qualification. but I'm yours.
Haribo.
Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada has said that we should offer all our activities to you. Please accept this work activity and guide me how I can offer you the best result in the best consciousness. I'm dependent on you. I'm very offensive. Please forgive my offenses, but please help me.
Haribo.
And with this prayer, whenever you feel challenged at work, at least when you start our work, if we do it, and when we feel challenged at work, if we pray like this is exactly word by word what Srila Prabhupada, his prayer was. Especially when he was offering bhoga, he said, do like this. So similarly, when we are offering our work activity, we can pray like this, and Krishna will guide us what is the best way, how to fight, like Krishna guided Arjuna, how to fight in the battlefield with the motivation of pleasing him. Similarly, our motivation should not be just because we are angry, we are saying something. But sometimes, like parents, they show that they are angry to the child, even though they are not angry, but they show that they are angry so the child can be disciplined.
Correct.
So sometimes, but if they are overcome by anger, then they abuse the child. So that is abusive behavior. We should not be overcome by anger. We should not be used by anger, but we should use all the anger and other propensities in service of Krishna.
So dovetailing, you're saying, right, Prabhuji? Dovetail the anger, right? Yes, Prabhuji.
But making sure that we are doing it with a prayerful mood.
Correct.
To offer ourselves in consciousness to Krishna.
Beautiful answers, Prabhuji. Beautiful. It helpful for me. And one more thing, I can ask one more question if you don't mind. We have a time, Prabhuji. Yeah, Prabhuji, what happened, right? This year we went to Vrindavan, right? So we didn't went to Navadi Parikrama and Puri. Is it fine, Prabhuji? No problem in that, right? Because
you have done virtual parikrama with us, Navadvip.
Yes, 2020 September. I do remember. So that is fine, right?
You have done virtually. You've done Jagannath Puri Parikrama, that's a 1-day parikrama. Navadvip Parikrama is 7 days. Jagannath Puri Parikrama is 1-day parikrama of the Shankha Kshetra. And then you did Brajamandala. So you are okay.
Thank you.
Yes, it's all in our consciousness, basically. Like mainly it is our consciousness that we are not trying to, the idea that we feel sometimes, this is all in consciousness, that sometimes we feel that, oh, I don't need to follow all these, procedures. Or etiquette. I just can go to Vrindavan directly. I have my direct relationship with Krishna. So, why do I need to follow etiquette? That is a detrimental attitude.
And if you get a chance,
please visit.
Please visit Navadvip.
Sure, Prabhuji Mataji. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for your wonderful bhajan. Thank you so much for everything. Hare Krishna. Dandavad Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any other questions or comments? Today, if we may ask, how was the audio?
It was wonderful, Mataji.
Yeah, it was really nice right now, Mataji. Yes, it's really good.
No disturbance.
The singing also?
Yeah. Kirtan was very well audible.
Okay. So there was no wavy, no going back and forth.
No, not at all. We enjoyed.
Great. Thank you. This means a lot. Thank you so much for sharing this.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Padmavati Janani Mataji. Thank you.
Okay. If there are no more questions, then we can end here.
And tomorrow also, we look forward to seeing all of you. And please do remember that because of the time change, because in the US we have had daylight savings since yesterday, so the time has changed here. So therefore, now we will be doing at 7 p.m. Central Time, which is going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and India time it will be at 6:30 a.m. So we look forward to seeing each and every one of you. Thank you all so much.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji,
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna
pranam.
Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
Dandavad pranam,
you.
Mataji Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji
Krishna.
Mataji. Dandavat pranam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Thank you.